This is Character Asked It. You already know Character did it. I am here with Dnash the rapper, a man who has gone through his trials and tribulations.
Yes, sir.
Dnash the rapper, bro. Tell us about yourself.
Thank you. My name is Dnash the Rapper. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio. Um, I'm a hardworking rapper from the city that's basically went through it all. You know what I'm saying? Through tremendous ups and downs, being from the projects, coming up into basically going to the suburbs, going through different schools, going through different directions, and hanging with different people, going through a lot of trials and tribulations with fake friends, and basically going through a trial where I had to face myself, during life and death situations and stuff like that. And music is basically been my therapy. I've been a hip hop artist since around 2013. I've been doing it since 2018. I've been investing in myself since 2018. So I've been basically doing this for about five straight years seriously. But back in those times, I was just a writer. You know what I'm saying? Just took the music and just played around with it in high school. But who I am is an ambitious visionary that wants to basically change the world and be prolific for anybody around me.
Come. How old are you, and how long have you been making music?
I'm 27 years old right now. I was born in '96, and I've been making music. I was making music since 2013. That's the first time I ever been to a studio. I've never basically been in a studio before that, but I have been rapping since like 2011. But the time I was making music and taking it real serious is around, like I said, 2018. But I started making music in 2013, started just picking around beats. And, the first thing that basically caught my eye when I started making music that gave me the battery in my back was the one song that I listened to was I'm On One by DJ Khaled, Drake, featuring Lil Wayne and Rick Ross. That song right there put the battery in my back to say I really want to do this. Like I really want to become an artist, but I didn't know what direction I wanted to go to. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know where I wanted to go to. I just know I wanted to do this. I
Why
just
that
know I want.
song?
Yes, by that song, it made me want to make music. But for
Why? No,
various
why?
artists,
Why that song?
that song it made me get a trigger of feeling because the first artist I was listening to that really made me love music was Michael Jackson, Nas, Aaliyah,
Mm,
Tupac,
mm.
Rakim, KRS-One. Um,
Can't hate on any of them.
nah, not for real. Wu-Tang Clan, all the Wu-Tang Clan, love them. Love them. I love Ghost. I love Ray. I love RZA. I love Giz. I love all of them. You know what I'm saying? But that song in my adolescent years said, this is what you have to do. Basically, I went off a natural emotion because when I make music, it's always been natural. I never just went and approached music and never just did it without it being natural to me. And I feel like that moment at that time when I listened to that, it influenced me to say, do a remix. I made my first remix to it. I didn't have a studio around this time. I just played around with it, and the rest was history after that. I wanted to keep going after that.
Okay. Tell me about some of the achievements that you've accomplished.
So for since 2018, since I have invested in myself since 2018, I've made the ABC News. I made the ABC News. I've achieved
Hold on,
going
go
on
back,
the
go
new
back. Tell me about the ABC News.
ABC News. I made that in 2020. I dropped this album called The Lost Story, which today, June 19th, is the anniversary of that album. And that album really put a lot of attention to me because about what I was talking about. I talked about a lot of pro-black issues. I talked about the essence of the black man, the essence of the black woman, black boy, black girl, et cetera, et cetera. I talked about corporate America alongside how we are being judged and how we being viewed in America, how we are dealing with and how we are basically into this rat race that we are basically in right now, and feeling like, where do we start and where do we go as us as a people, being lost into this America, you know what I'm saying? Because people don't understand this. So I made an album like that. A lot of the community, they pushed forward to that, and a lot of traction came through it, and an article basically passed through it. I got my own mural from it. On the same At the same time, I have my own mural from the community. Shout out to the community artists that made it. Got on the ABC News. They made a whole article about the whole lost story, about pieces of fragments about how the album basically is, and described it in very great detail. And I loved how they did it, because I'm here to advocate a message where people could understand us a little bit more. It was a very conceptual album. So I made the ABC News on a local news station in New Jersey. Actually, there's an article in New Jersey that did it. My city didn't even do it. You know what I'm saying? They didn't even do it. You know what I'm saying? But the New York Times, New York Weekly, associated with the New York Times, they actually made an article on me as well. And they made a whole big article, and that amassed it over 100,000 views on the article, and that did wonders for me. Like, literally, it did wonders for me. It boosted up my video for the Lost Story, the title track of the Lost Story, and it boosted up a lot, and a lot of people got a lot of attention off that album. And that was my second album officially. You know what I'm saying? That was my second album I did.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, and those are the two things in round of 2020. One of the other accomplishments I really did, I really feel proud of, is I got a Benzino cosign. You know what I'm saying? Performing in front of Benzino. He was recording me. He was telling me I was dope, telling me that I need to really keep forward this and something different about me and my crafts.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. I want to go back to what you were talking about before real quick, though, because ironically, when this interview comes out, no one's going to know, but it is Juneteenth today.
Yeah.
And what you were just speaking about is impactful, especially for today.
Yes, sir.
I did another interview earlier today, and it was with a wonderful woman named Cheryl Huff. She founded an Al Sharpton founded organization called NAN in Tennessee, and she fights and makes an impact every day with civil rights in Tennessee. Every day she's making a difference every day.
Yeah, that's great. That's dope. We need more of that, especially
Absolutely.
in the community.
And I also work with the Freedom Riders organization here in Alabama.
Oh, okay. That's nice. That's dope.
They've made an impact in several ways I won't get into right now, but they've made an impact. I'm going to connect her with them. Your music, what you're saying, it sounds like you could probably play a part, and we should probably connect you with them. We were saying before we did this interview, bro, it felt like stars were aligning. Did we not say that?
Yes, sir. We did.
So you have this passion, you have this drive, you have this message you're trying to deliver. So let's try to deliver that.
Most definitely. I'm with it, brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm with it. Most definitely. Whatever it takes to build more of the voice, I'm all for it.
It's not easy to make the music that you do make, though.
It really is.
Accolades as you get, I'm sure you get hate.
Yeah, and I can't address that. I've gotten a lot of hate over the years, and so much so that I want to tell a lot of people, when they're dealing with hate, it is going to happen. Once you amass a type of following, once you amass something that's doing good, a lot of people love to project. That's a classic thing when it comes to you doing something good. Projection will always happen. Life, to me, was what we really make it. You know what I'm saying? Yep. I cannot just basically worry about what anybody else is going to basically say to me, because guess what? This life, good things are going to happen. Bad things are going to happen. You can't stop it. Nope. There's nothing you can do to stop it. So guess what? Let it apply. Make it stronger. Make it stronger for you when that happens to you. You know what I'm saying? Apply it to you.
You have a lot to speak on that subject.
Yes, sir. Because
You've gone through all sorts of obstacles.
Mhm.
You've dealt with all sorts of things. Tell me about those.
One of the things is where like I've been going through trials and tribulations when it comes to like people where I've had people who had allegations on me, you know what I'm saying? Just pushing out allegations. And the thing is, these are fake allegations. You know what I'm saying? It'd be allegations where people would just say anything about your name just so you can get mad.
Like
A
what?
lot of people, the thing is, one of the things was saying that, oh, we're going to profile him as this. Like, I had some pedo allegations on my name when it wasn't even me in the connection with a profile. I only controlled the profile I had, and it was showing some messages, knowing from this person that was being sent to these messages. They knew the person that also controlled the account and addressed them as such, knowing that they would actually affect me, but they lied to the public and said, "Nah, that was him. That was not the other guy." But you addressed it. We have proof you addressed it to that person, saying that was him, and now that person is facing backlash from that because the amount of hate wants to be amassed to me because a lot of people get jealous. A lot of people get really just irritated about what you're doing, and they'll find anything to put you down. And the thing is, that ain't never stopped me. Guess what? All this stuff is cleared on my name, on stuff like that, because that's happened a lot. Fake screenshots, you're going to go through with it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are going to do stuff like that to you. And like I said, a lot of people are going to see that type of like image of me, but at the same time people will know the truth and find out. But there's people that's ignorant that will always try to take you down. I've been going through that my entire career as I've been serious. It's always been like that because I'm trying to convey a message and I'm trying to make music. I'm trying to change people's lives, which I have been. I've basically changed Carl Wesley's life. He was in my music video. I was reaching out. I made a whole campaign for him. We made a video go viral to get him a donor for kidney disease. And he thanks me every time that I basically pushed that out to get him awareness. We got people to basically donate to him and basically make him thrive and be on the waiting list to find that donor. He's had a couple people which he had to basically wait on the waiting list. We still are waiting on the waiting list for him to basically have that done. But we have basically done so much for people that a lot of people hate when they see that happen. They love to see my downfall to all of this. I really don't understand it because I'm just a positive artist doing positive things. You know what I'm saying? I've had people in college, they write reports on me about my life and saying, how did you go through it? How did you do this? Your personal life is very scarce. You've been through so much hate. People have doubted me in my entire life. My entire life I've been doubted. I'm still doubted to this day. Even the closest ones even doubted me. And I've basically overcome every obstacle and still flourishing to this day because I am not a quitter.
No doubt, bro. You went through other trials and tribulations, something that that college student wrote about, a big part of
Yeah.
what that college student wrote about. Tell me about that.
Well, when in 2017, I was going through probably literally the worst year of my life. I went through a tribulation where I'm never going to forget. I had a girl, you know what I'm saying, had her basically betray me over basically some petty stuff with my brother. And I was in the apartment with my brother who was in basically a halfway home. And we had, people there. We were struggling. I had only a part-time job. We wasn't making ends meet. This is when I was kicked out of my mom's house. And we had to get an apartment. We had to basically do what we had to do.
So start at the
So we had to
beginning, though.
basically.
Start at the beginning. You got kicked out of your mom's house because it's a hell of a story.
Yeah. So I was kicked out of my mom's house because, due to things where I was trying to basically find myself. And the thing is, I was doing everything. I went to college. I went and got a trade at a trade school. I tried to get my own little business, trying to get a little money. And I got fired from a job, my first job that I was at 20 before when I was kicked out. I was, got fired from a job. So basically it was like we don't know what else to do. You got to find your own way. You gotta basically go hustle, gotta do your own thing. So guess what? Go out there and go do your own thing and see what you can do. You know what I'm saying? I got fired from my first job. It's the only job I got fired from because I was joyriding on a golf course. Did a whole lot of damage to that, and that was like the last job I was with my mom with. You know what I'm saying? I was going back and forth to my aunt's house as well. You know what I'm saying? And it was a kind of a struggle because I had to go to my mom's and my aunt's. So the thing is, that's how the thing started. So after that, I got kicked out, and my mom moved to a new house, and that's when I had to fend for my own with my brother, and it wasn't too good. You know what I'm saying? It was the winter time, and I wasn't supposed to be living with him. I was not allowed over there. You know what I'm saying? So basically, I was kind of homeless. I was working one job, and I was trying to get another job, and I was struggling to do that. And we was working. I was getting only $300 like every other 2 weeks, bro. I wasn't getting really no money. I had to steal. I had to boost. I had to take other things and sell them and see if I can basically make ends meet while recording music, still recording music. And then after the fact, they found out I was staying with my brother, which I was not supposed to. He went to jail. He got locked up for money laundering. I got banned. I got kicked out of the apartment complex. I got banned from two of them nearby because he got kicked out of a first apartment. Then we went to another one. Then they found out he was money laundering. They got him arrested. I got kicked out. I went to a shelter home. I was with drug dealers. I was with alcoholics. I was with people that was depressed, people suicidal. And I was around this stuff the whole entire time. But what kept me sane was me keep on recording my music. My friend CJ just died around this moment, and I just had so much ambition. So much stuff was going on. I was still in the shelter home just recording, and everybody's telling me, man, you one of the most ambitious people I ever seen, bro. Like, you in the shelter home recording. I didn't have no clothes on my back. I had only two outfits, man. Two outfits when I was in the shelter home. Two outfits. I had to get my own money and get my money up. I had to go downtown. I ain't had no cars. All the cars was gone. I had to ride the bus all the way to uptown, to downtown. I had to take two buses, bro. That was 2 hours away. And I had to keep doing that and keep doing that. Got out the shelter home, got out basically the struggle with that. And this is when the turning point came around. I wanted to talk to my mom, and she allowed me to basically maybe come back, but it didn't happen. I went with my cousin. My brother got out of jail. Me and my brother are with my older cousin, elderly cousin, and we staying there. I got a little job there, was a groundskeeper, was getting money there, and just trying to stack up, man, trying to stack up. Talk to my mom. She was basically saying that, yeah, this stuff is going on. My aunt died, passed away around that time. And it was really, really hard because that was a time where everything froze because that's an immediate family. You know what I'm saying? My grandfather died when I was 13 now. She died when I was only 22. Well, about to be 20. Well, a week after my birthday, she died a week after my birthday. And things just slowed. And I was like, man, it's time I got to do what I got to do. I made my first music video, made Different Breed. I got serious. I said, I'm going to put in my music. I got on all platforms for the first time. I made my first album called Timeless. That's my brand. And a lot of people have seen my Timeless brands, the little cross fingers, the infinity sign. And basically, that's how I basically started this Timeless brand, this Timeless movement. I started it when I did my first show in 2015, though. I did my first show back then, but I didn't want to do anything serious unless I made the move to put the money towards my music. I didn't have the money then, but when I had the money, I started stacking up. I got the money. I went through it. In 2015, I told myself, I'm going to become timeless. I'm going to start this timeless movement, and everybody's going to know about it. And everybody's going to basically want to be a part of the movement and basically integrate with me. So that's what I did. And I manifest that. I made my first album, Timeless, and it was really loved through the public. I made my first song, Different Breed, on that, and it started off like a whole movement. A lot of people started wanting to be different breeds. You know what I'm saying? It started off a little movement in my city, and it sprouted. And I started getting a lot of recognition from that. And when I dropped the album, a lot of people seen it and respected it. And then that's when I dropped my second album that was, but I deleted it off all platforms, which is Story of the Gifted. That's a year after, and I was kept building momentum,
What
and
made
that's
you
when I
delete
met
it?
up. Huh?
What made you delete it?
Um, I deleted kind of recently because the thing is like I grew as an artist, and I feel like that wasn't an album. I feel like and some of the songs was okay, but I felt like the album artistically, I feel like I didn't want too much in my discography that held me back. So I just told myself, man, I might have to delete this, but I might keep the music videos, which I did. I did a music video, which I did restated before previously about with Carl Wesley, called a song called "Something's Never Changed." And I got a little controversy over that video when somebody said that I was the next Nipsey, and a lot of people didn't like that.
Hmm.
Um, but some people understood what I was doing because they see that I'm trying to fill the pieces what Nipsey did. I always tell artists never copy an artist, but pick up the tools they left so you can build your own. Build your own buildings, build your own image, and take forth what they did and finish the job, but do it your way. Use the tools your way. You know what I'm saying? That's what I told myself. So the people like Michael Jackson leaving the tools behind, I'm gonna take off and build what they left off on. Because who else is gonna do it? Their legacy is here, but who's gonna build more off their legacy and make sure they stay in history and never be forgotten? You know what I'm saying? I'm leaving off of those type of legacies and building on that. And that's my whole job. And I push forward with my music. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Facts. What does success in life look like to you?
Success to me is peace, stability, happiness, and seeing everything execute that you manifest come into life. Everything you manifest comes to life. I think that is success. That is true success. Manifestation and fruition. Basically, that comes into fruition. That's what I see success as.
Tell me about your name.
My name, Dnash the rapper. I get that from my birth name. My full birth name is Dnash Mosley. The D in Dnash stands for the first letter of my first name, and then the Nash part is the middle part of my middle name, and I basically put it together as Dnash. My mom actually gave me that name when I was playing sports. I used to play sports as well. I used to play football, basketball. It was a sports name originally, but I used that as my nickname to keep on basically using it as a nickname. I just basically used it as Dnash the rapper because now since I found my passion in doing music and not doing the sports, because I held myself back not doing the sports. I held myself back purposely, not doing the sports. But I seen there was a lot of Dnashes, so I just added the rapper basically onto it, so I can basically differentiate myself from the other Dnashes on the search engine.
Okay. Tell me something unique about yourself that most people don't know. Something random.
My most unique feature I feel like with me is I'm very agile and resilient, and I'm here to basically take what I have to basically get to the top. This is my brain mindset is so different is that I just constantly focus on one thing, the two things that basically build on what I really want. I'm highly focused. I'm highly, trained myself to basically focus on that. And the thing is, I delete everything that's not in that pathway to success. I delete everything and I act like it doesn't exist. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of person I delete and permanently delete anything that doesn't see fit for me. Like I permanently delete it from my mind. I literally forget people. You know what I'm saying? Like I literally have the deletion in my mind where if it's not benefiting my goal, I completely erase it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's a unique, thing about me is I delete everything that's in my way. I don't let anything hold me back. I delete everything that will ever hold me back. And it's just, I don't look back. I don't look back to anything. The past is the past to me. I don't look back at it. I don't think about it. Nothing. Just move forward the past. I don't contemplate about it. I just contemplate on my future because the only way is forward.
Facts. Call me a detective, but I have to ask. You're clearly a big Aaliyah fan.
Yeah. Shout out to Aaliyah. Rest in peace to Aaliyah, guys. Rest
Tell
in
me
peace
about
to
that.
Aaliyah. Aaliyah, man, one of very, very big influences of mine. Back when I was listening to her music when I was a little before after she died, her and Timbaland, the mixed infusions inspired me to basically love hooks. They were so infectious with the hooks and how they contemplate, like how Timbaland had complimented Aaliyah's vocals on the beats, and it was just so different. And the thing is like it captured my eye so much, and it's just I was like, man, I want to do something like that. You know what I'm saying? I admired it. I wanted to basically be very versatile and melodic with my hooks and be very, diverse with my music when it comes to these hooks and these melodies because she was such a goddess at these melodies. Everyone was different. Nothing was the same. It was just her delivery was amazing when it comes to these beats. That's what made her so amazing to me as an artist to artist. Is just like she was just one of one, angelic presence. I really like that from her. And I feel like that's a part of me as well. I feel like every artist that I've been inspired by is a piece in my artist DNA. You know what I'm saying? I have an artist. I feel like my artist DNA. Yeah, like it's all attached. Like I got artists that I really look up to tatted on my arm. You know what I'm saying? I have Whitney Houston, I have Michael Jackson, I have Sade, I have Nas. And I have them in a circle on my arm around my Pisces tattoo. I call it.
Show me.
Let me see.
Hard angle. All right.
Yeah, it is a little hard angle to see because it's all around. So I call this the circulation, the circulation of inspiration. So my inspirations are in the circulation around my Pisces
That's
tattoo.
cool.
Yeah, it's a thing where they're all aligned.
That's cool.
They're all aligned.
Bro. That's really cool.
Yes, yeah, the circulation of inspiration. So it's a little thing, like a unique thing I wanted to put to myself. I look at these names every day. I put them and say, I want this to be a part of me. I want this to be a part of what my artistry is. I want to basically make this about and put into me because every artist they are influenced by is a piece of them. I feel like they're a piece of me. So why not have them a piece of me literally, you know what I'm saying, on my arm to basically keep being inspired and to say I got them for a reason to say I want to take this music stuff very seriously. When I look at the arm, it reminds me you're in this to win this. You're deep in
inspiration, man. That's what it is.
Yes. Man.
That's awesome, bro. That's awesome.
Thank you, man.
Could you name one song that means the most to you that you've done?
Man, that's a good question. That's a very good question. I do got one. This is my song called Star Theory. Now let me break this one down. This might shock you, but my song called Star Theory on my album called Timeless 3 I recently released last month. The song Star Theory is such a complex and such a very fun, unique type of song. It basically depicts a star in real life and a star in the universe. So a celebrity. So basically, I call it the Star Theory. The hook, how it goes, I basically say, I shine forever, I shine whenever. I'm going to shine forever, I'm going to shine whenever. Don't gas up, you get burnt, get gone. Search the unknown, and now you're home. What I'm basically saying, that star is trying to find its way home. You know how the stars are shooting stars around the universe. People on Earth, the stars on Earth, are trying to find their way home. You find the unknown to find your way home. You have to look through the unknown. You don't know what's out there until you know. And then you find what you like to basically become that. I say, don't gas up. You get burnt, then you're gone. A star gasses up. And they with King's disease, you know what I'm saying? Stars have King's disease. What King's disease is, they get so They get so much amount of greed. They gas up, and they get the gout, which is the king's disease, which they blow up and they die. They die from that because there's so much with the fame, so much with greed, gluttony. They get all this, and their demise just vanished, just like how a star is. So I depict the star in the universe and the star in the world, and I make it such a compelling song about how stars die out, how stars are trying to basically shine bright, because everybody on this planet is a star. We are here blessed. We are formed from millions of sperm cells. We are here for a reason. We came through the pits of being human, of who we are to create. We are all stars, but some people shine brighter than others. For instance, Michael Jackson, his star was big, bright, whole universe seen it, whole world seen it. But guess what? That's why I call myself a universe unseen star, because I'm in the universe, I'm unseen. I'm just trying to dim my light to show y'all what I'm really about, to find my way home through this planet. I'm not
bro,
home.
you just need to get visible, bro. The world's telescope is about to be on you, man. You just gotta keep at it, man.
Thank you. Appreciate that. But that's my favorite song to this point, and it means so much to me. It means a lot. It's so deep. It means a lot to me.
Honestly, in the way that you wrote that song, the way that you're describing that song is what I believe an example of what separates an artist from a music maker.
Mm-hmm.
I've spoken to several artists, and the way they describe, everyday life things, or even the most trying things in life, they'll hit you with some analogy in a casual conversation that you're like, damn, that just changed my life.
Mm-hmm.
The way that
Exactly.
you can think that of comparing a star in the universe to a celebrity, it's one of the things that separates you from most people, and I have mad respect for that. Is there
Thank you.
anything that I didn't know to ask you, I didn't think to ask you, anything you got coming up that you want to talk about?
Basically, what I really have, brewing right now, I will be announcing that I think a lot of people might know this and probably already guessed it. I am making a Timeless 4 album. You know what I'm saying? The first Timeless, I want to depict all the Timelesses. The first Timelesses was when I start making music, I was in a classroom, and that was like the intro of me. Like that, when I first started being serious with music. Timeless 2 was about me finding Nirvana, me finding myself in embodying my trueness and finding my way to basically become who I want to become. Timeless 3, that released it a month ago, that was basically me transitioning myself to an unseen star, and I'm not going to come back until I am that star, until I found my way home. And that's when Timeless 4 comes, and it's going to be called Timeless Forever.
Ooh.
Timeless Forever.
Ooh.
Forever. That's going to be the last one. And that's going to be it right there.
That's
I feel like
debut album, the real big one.
Yes, that's one that's going to like slice the cake for everything. It's going to I have to have my craft on point, and I have to amass the following that I'm basically trying to get from Timeless 3 to get to that point. Because I'm not going to feel inspired to make that album unless that happens. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that, bro. I feel that. Unless there's anything else you want to talk about, man, that's all I have.
Well, I can say this. I do want to say that I am the first independent black artist, black rapper. I'll say black rapper. I'm the first independent black rapper from Cincinnati, Ohio that has this is documented. This is truth. I am the first black rapper in Cincinnati, independently, no label. The first black one to get top 100 on album sales in hip hop in America on iTunes.
Damn.
And that is fact. That is fact. And I'm one of the first ones to chart 3 consecutive different times in 4 different platforms in 3 different countries, with 2 top 10 hip hop records in 1 country in Oman. You know what I'm saying? In Oman. They ranked top 10 Time is now, good turn bad. They rank top 10 in hip hop in that country. And I'm proud. I'm actually proud of that. And ranking 12th in Spotify globally, not globally, but in the country of Luxembourg, top 50. It was amazing. That's a high achievement for me. You know what I'm saying? For real. I just want to basically put that out there because it is documented truth. I will be getting the plaque for that. Just letting y'all know I was ranked 74th, and I'm one out of 3 people to ever do it. The other one had a label. Shout out to Roadrunner TB. I found out that you did it too, but you had a label. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. No, you from Cincinnati. I gotta show you love. You dope. Gotta show you love. So does Cal Scrooby. He did it. I think this year. No, last year. They said he ranked number 2 on iTunes. You know, shout out to him. He ranked number 2 in America, but with that independently. You know what I'm saying? And he's the first person ever to do it. He's white, by the way. You know, he's the first person ever to do it, like ever, just to do it independently.
Sure. That's a flex, bro. That's a big flex.
Yeah, I gotta put that out there because hey, the plaque is coming.
Hey, be proud of yourself, man. Don't. Yeah, be proud of yourself, man.
Out of all the things I overcome, I got that. That was the thing that the haters did not want to see. They said,
damn right. And who else could say that?
Nobody. I have 1 million streams collectively on all platforms. They said I couldn't get 1 million streams. They said I couldn't chart. They said I wouldn't get a cosign. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you the cosigns. I had a Drewski cosign. They said I wouldn't get a Drewski cosign. They said I wouldn't get a Benzino cosign. I got a cosign from Ebro from my rap takes. Ebro in the morning from Hot 97, Apple Music. Shout out to you, bro. DJ Drama hitting me up personally with his team, analyzing my stuff. And I didn't even know that he was listening to my stuff. You know what I'm saying? This is all documented.
Yeah, bruh.
And I met some of these people. I met Drewski. I met Benzino. They cool guys. And they mess with me.
Benzino's gotta be cool, bro. Benzino's gotta be cool.
Man, he is. He's cool. You know, I've heard he done some other stuff in the business, but I'm not gonna like characterize that with him as a person because he messed with me. You know what I'm saying? He showed me love musically, so I could care less on that point. But musically, he knows who's good, who's bad, who is made for this.
No doubt.
Shout out to everybody I shouted out to, you know what I'm saying? And I want to shout out to SOS. I want to shout out Stay Timeless. You know, that's my group, the record label, you know what I'm saying? All the people that's a part of my collective, like all y'all that supports me, y'all part of that. All the fans, the supporters. I want to just shout out to y'all, shout out my mom and dad and stuff like that. Shout out to my day ones that's basically been supporting me. I don't gotta say your names, you know who you are. You know what I'm saying?
Respect. This has been Karikter Asked It.
Shout out to Karikter. Shout out to Karikter for real for this interview. You know what I'm saying? This was a blessed day.
Facts, bro. Facts. And I've been looking forward to it. It was not a disappointment, man. I think this was a great conversation. You are on your way up. You've gone through it. You've achieved things, but it's nothing like what you're going to achieve in the future. It's all piddly compared to what you got ahead of you, man. You're on it. You're doing the right thing. You're doing it the right way.
Exactly, bro. Thank you.
This has been Karikter Asked It. It's been an awesome episode with Dnash the rapper. I really appreciate your time, bro, and respect to your hustle.
Thank you. You as well.
We'll see y'all next time. Peace up.
Yeah, timeless.